Oh yeah, we gonna rest on them or
I just started the recording. Not really feeling today, to be honest.
yeah.
That has happened since 9:30 already. Don't take no trades yet. I want to see these highs though.
Which eyes?
I want to see these highs. I want highs get blown out.
Oh.
Need to see price up. I need to see price above there. If I want to see prices above there, I want to see liquidity hunting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no I don't really have a say, a feel for this, to be honest.
I still have my higher time frame goal trying to get to here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to
Okay, we have the same. I think we have similar um goals, I guess. But the trade that interested me, I couldn't take it, obviously.
get
Which
you,
was
give me
those
that.
the what I said the shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Um,
knew the sales were valid, but when I realized when I messaged you and you reminded me of CPI, I did just cancel my limit order because
yeah.
they would have gotten ran through properly.
CPA no. So I demo
Yeah.
trade it. I don't ever don't ever live trade it.
Yeah, that's why I
Um,
did just for the trading view account and you know, even
mhm.
trading view log.
Yeah.
I try to close out the other them and it now close out.
I don't fuck around with that at all. All right. Yeah, I want to see higher prices. So I don't, it don't really matter what's on this because really, realistically, I only traded 1 minute time frame. But I just
Yeah.
know that I'm holding on to long positions.
Yeah.
That's all I really want to know.
Yeah. So basically the same page.
Yeah, but hold on there. Yeah.
Um,
Um. Yeah, we're just waiting.
yeah,
I
man.
want those, as I said, I wanted those highs, but I need liquidity to be taken. That's a fail. All of those are failure swings to me. All of
Yeah.
these failure swings. So this opposing liquidity one just now, this is our potential order block. I don't want to do it that big amount. I don't want to do it. Get them out. Everybody, right? Everybody. Yes. Yeah. There is H1 OB at 12:30.70, 12:370, I should say. Wham, bam. See?
What?
And there's a low floating right above it that never touched the opening price of the OB. So that could serve as liquidity. So let's highlight that real liquidity. And there it is, purged. See, look, Jamaican. See, take, making, United. I am found. You didn't think you gotta try to
5 months.
that's not it. It's five.
The man I drop some special sauce, you know.
Yeah. I just looking through multiple time frames to see what's going on.
No, what you say draw for him for I used to 5 months, that's what the hell.
But nah, bro.
Never say used that before.
No, I think. All right. Yeah. All right. All right. So this is our real word of luck. Okay, you see that liquidity that will purge into the or into the some of the
Mm-hmm.
we trade about 50%. So about 50%. So a long position right there would be good with a low of it being the SL. Taking that shot to take up here. So the trade would basically be here. It's a very small stop loss, a very tight stop loss. Currently, today we're trying to work on, or this week we're trying to work on risk, reducing, like making sure risk is as tight as possible. So it's 18 points, so $180 risk. 348. Stop loss is in. Now let's see if we can have us closing above that fair value gap. All right, we created a down candle. But we traded above the fair value gap. Not sure if you're seeing it. We traded above it, but I would like a close. All right, that's nice. So if we trade back to the CE of this candle, and we all right. So the perfect thing that I want to see is for there to be price settlement in here inside of this fair value gap, but we just stop and settle there, and then we trade as an opposing liquidity hunt to CE of this candle, and then the shot all the way up. But I'm about to take some profits right now because we're up. We up. I take the risk off of it, and I'm break even 71. All right, so reaching really and truly want to see prices reach for that, but because our entry is all the way down here, I can just break even because where I'm expecting the next entry to form is somewhere here. By the way, this is not our final target. This is just the first target. Our final target is actually this right here. 50% of this. That's 178 points.
God damn.
Yeah. me check some other stuff. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Today's just so off. There's something just so off about today. That 8:30 price action is crazy to me. Damn. Getting in the time of day. You get your time of day. Money on the phone today. Day. This is on delay. Don't ride today. On the day. Damn. Yeah, as I was saying, all these are failure swings. Opposing
Yeah.
liquidity on failure swing. Liquidity was here. Liquidity was here. The H1 OB was also there. Nice. Easy buy that. Time and price was right there. The time that I took the trade was correct as well. Very important.
What time was that? 9:30, what, 5?
It was nine. What's this? I can't see it because it's at my.
9:33.
So the eight. Are you seeing it?
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. 30, 30.
The order block was
Ooh,
created here at 31. It was confirmed at 32.
yeah.
Retraced at 33. Expanded at 34. It consolidated at 35. Hmm.
Yeah.
I wonder why it did all of that right there in that specific order. Hmm.
Hints.
Order block might be a range. This might be opposing liquidity onto the range. This might be a MSS. This might be the consolidation and expansion. Settlement. Might not post this one in the group though, because that's a little bit too much.
I think I was a bit too late for that.
I wanted to reach for the top of the accumulation right there. Here. That's when I feel comfortable just letting this just go to wherever it wants to go to. Although this is my target, but this is like it's 80 points, I believe. 80 points, yeah. I'm cool on 80 points. If I get to more than that, that's fine too. Mm, 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 I mean, look. One of us. One of us. You gotta know. I know. She's like, Uh, oh, Jamar. Yo, no, it's
Yo,
fine. Jamar, yeah, Jamar is fine. Jamar is fine. Man. Just, I don't want this video in circulation. That's why I wouldn't post it.
oh man.
All right, I'm taking another thing from that. All right. I, I should have been entering more in about. Yeah, fuck it. I don't really feel like trading today, to be honest with you. Moment I put my stops. Damn, bro. Why never trade back to the fair value gap? It's a balance price rate, by the way. This and this, the balance price rate. This it has to return to here. This is a high probability fair value gap. That's why I never wanted to force any entries into it or in here. Because I needed not needed, but I wanted to see the liquidity beneath but the accumulation get swept out. But now that I'm actually paying attention and actually looking at it, the liquidity was swept out by this 936 candle before expanding higher. So yeah, candles that take liquidity don't normally have liquidity beneath them. So yeah, this is what you would call a breakaway gap in that case. But you see how we're interacting with this higher here? It's nice. I wouldn't anticipate any sells. I thought I would never sell in this market, considering that my drawn liquidity is higher. So even though I can see sales, I would not sell this, considering that my draw liquidity is higher. Plus, I'm expecting this to be a breakaway gap because liquidity was already taken beneath it. So it would be kind of like what you call an IOFED. That's a ICT called IOFEDs. So imbalance, and they would just take a little bit of liquidity into the imbalance. But you see why I partial out here? Because it's a high probability area. So it's very important liquidity. That consolidation there, that's the accumulation stage of the opposing liquidity fund. So liquidity has to there's a good amount of liquidity there, and the market are gonna react to it. I as a trader, I don't know what really I gonna do there if they're accumulating an insane amount of sellers there so that they can or buyers there so they can just sell off to whatever. So I have to take precaution and partial. I have to. But no, you need to hold something that is good enough so that if you get to your target, you make something, you make at least 1%. So if I get to my target, even though I partial twice from the entire trade, I'd have made what is this? What is all? This is half of my position, so I'd make 4 bills plus 3. Should make 1%. Damn. Fucked up right there, guys. I want to catch me now on mistake. Damn. Partial out too quickly the first time. Seems. Hmm. And I partial out on this candle right here. Hello, yeah, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, man, Eric. I put you in.
Hola.
Nah, just got my internet just cut out. You guys are hearing me all along?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
heard you.
man.
Oh, okay.
A quick question though, Akeem, when you're partial, it's not because you reach for a certain amount of pips, right? It's because of the candle, the big fair
Yeah,
value candle that you receive, right?
yeah, because I was expecting retracement to happen in there. So I would remember I explained to you guys what I wanted to see. So I was expecting there to be retracement into this fair value gap. So I partial
So,
there expecting the retracement so that I could
so
add a next.
even if it not reach a certain amount of pips where you want to move, you have to definitely partial no matter what, right? Because we know there's
Yes,
something
because
there. So is it,
no, that's just for me, It doesn't have to be for you. It's just for me. Because me, I'm a high frequency trader. So I'll take Al Pacino, I'll take like
Man, take
50
a
trades.
100 trade for the day, brother.
Yeah.
Different
And
breed.
it for me, even though for some person them can't really handle that mentally going back and forth and all of that, I can do that. So that's why me can rapidly take profits because I have high probability targets and I put on a lot of leverage so I can rapidly take profits. You get me? No, when it comes to other persons who just want to put on a trade and just want put on a 1% and just watch it run out, they're not going to want to do that. But because I'm actively watching price and seeing what it does, if I saw, if I, what I should have did is wait for the second candle. I partial out at the top of this candle right here. Somewhere here, a partial here. I should have waited to see the reaction of the next candle. If I saw this, then I'd have said, all right, let me wait until the reaction at CE of this candle. See if we hit it and then see if we reject or we just punch through it. See, we punch through it here. I'd be like, okay, I'm not going to partial out. I'm going to make this rally because that means this has taken liquidity and it has rallied up. Rallied up. There is no liquidity here. There's an imbalance here in CE. See, trade the CE, stop dead CE, then it take liquidity at the candle of the CE, run it into some order block in the accumulation here, reclaim order block in the accumulation here, and it's expand higher. So there was a lot of PDREs here to stop price from getting to here. And there's no liquidity here, so prices wouldn't want to get there because what is there? There's nothing. There's liquidity higher. You know, there's been a fuck ton of sellers. Everybody has sell. So they want to get the liquidity, the real liquidity. This tells me that there's no liquidity there. So I shouldn't have partial out. My first partial should have been here, which I used a 10 lot. So first partial would have been 5 bills, which would be 5.5% at 100K. Then boom, hitting this would have been five times 170. That's basically a next 1%. So that would equal for my trade for the day. I would need to press it, especially because today I'm not really feeling well. If I was feeling it, and all of these I'm in on it. In. Break the high, trade back in. Break the high, trade back in. Because all of this is balanced price. If this is a BPR, that means prices actually start here. Prices actually start here. In the bullish market, in a way bullish market where we know that we know that the drawn liquidity is higher. We've entered a buy program. Down candles, lows, not going to get trade below. Look at this, 2 down candles, order block higher. Tested the order block at 50% of the order block, pretty sure. Boom. I want to get that 50% of the order block higher. Come back down, projection block, boom, higher. But I'm not really feeling it. I don't want to push it today still. So I'm just cooling. It was a very exciting 8:30. Very, very exciting 8:30. Pacini took the trade?
No, I would do that one. For buys now.
Another target yet. Our target is see this bullish candle right here. A lot of liquidity here. Know that there's liquidity here. I was taken just now. But that's not what the model says. The model says this is the target. And I know my model never misses, ever. So I trust that 160,000% to draw my liquidity. I move up my stops though to an area what I would deem as a balanced price range, which would have to be here. This, I don't expect prices to return back to this price. So I can move my stops to about 50 points in profit. 32. 32. One shot, one kill. Damn. If the account was above a certain percentage, this side there is 3% on the trade. You said there is 0.1%, and that 0.1% produce 1%. That's a 10x. Imagine if I use 3%, that's 30%. The one trade where I know it has a definite draw liquidity. I know how to react to when the candles are printing on the M1. That money printed at watch when we get max funded, but you know, man, what the fuck are going on? Yeah, we go to FTMO though. Go to FTMO. Seems like it's better with spreads and spikes and shit like that. Because I realize my forex funds them don't take into consideration the SL until after news, the 1 minute news candle. That's kind of crazy to me.
That's sketchy, brother.
That's called some blown account type shit without you even wanting it to even get that close. I ain't fucking with that at all, bro.
I said, don't share news.
Not at all. I'll trade news in about just not to trade CPI, because CPI is just it's just always some fuck you candle. That's how I call it.
I was so waiting for that dog.
Yeah. Well, it printed fuck you candles.
Yup.
These are all fuck you candles.
Actually, right at the beginning, it literally said fuck you. Because my stops like it would literally ran to like 15 points and then just dump.
This is nuts. The way this played around specific levels is nuts. I'm telling you, all of these things are manipulated. All the news that come out, at this point, dog, we even believe, like, for real. If this is literally this manipulated, it's all controlled. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Actually, it's crazy. The way them release news around certain times to cause at certain prices of the market to cause certain reactions. It's crazy. It is crazy. So this is a fractal of what this is a fractal of this. It's the exact same thing. Exact same thing. Balance price range, expansion, fair value gap left, high probability fair value gap. Balance price range, expansion, fair value gap, high probability fair value gap to be left open, meaning it's not filled. There's a portion of it that is left open. You get me? The portion of it that is left open can either be IOFED or can be consequent encroachment. For this, it's consequent encroachment. For this, it was IOFED.
I went ahead and took an entry right once it reached the constant encouragement of green fair value gap when it touched up. So I took an entry when it reached the middle point, the CE, and that green fair value gap. So right at that last red down candle, I had that entry right here. Straight up.
You can annotate, you know. That it will have it. Yeah, when we put him on TP, but then brother in that group of things, me a joke, and me a send price go for 43, you know. Them think me a joke. 540.
Oh shit, I'm not on my computer. I don't think I got a low.
Tagged and bagged. Oh fuck, Kish probably have a meeting right now, that's why. Tag. and bag. Oh fuck.
Nice 2%. Probably done for the day.
Is that I'm up top? I'm a thing off. I say, oh, go on. What is it? Whoa, wait. Oh, go on. So, my name, oh, wait. I am off. Of course. The market is never off. Come on, no. Come on now. To the T, guys. Wow. That's crazy. Ain't we? Ain't it crazy? Boy, I love this. And it never stops.
Model is dope, bro.
Every
Model
day,
is
every
dope.
day. It does this every day. Every day. I love 9:30 to 11. Best time to trade. But hit my TP. All right, TP. Taken. And that is that, guys. Look at you can look into the group for the entries and the exits. So it started with a 10, ended with a 0.25 on the buy. Not too bad, not too bad. Should have ended with a 5. Should have ended with a 5, definitely. So it faltered there, but tomorrow's another day. It is another day. But damn. So I don't really like to stream it. I always miss out on stuff. Always like not use my model to the full extent. I'm paying attention to a lot of different screens. That kind of fucks me up. Let's see what this is saying right here. Why is my internet not loading? Damn, this was a high probability entry. This was fucking heat.
No, Gordon.
Hmm?
Yeah, like run through where did I think more pre 9:30. Then when they saw everything happen, why this was the high probability entry. Just like kind of explain the thought process.
Yeah, sure.
We have
I
6 minutes.
explained, but can you repeat what you just said? I never really hear you completely.
Yeah. So basically, explain the thought process pre 9:30 when it's a price developing a consolidation right there. So 9:20, like 9:15 to like 9:30, there was a build up. What was your thought process while that was going on? And then 9:30, or you like implement your model after seeing everything what happened.
Alright, so basically what I got is like what's my thought process before 9:30, like at 9:15 coming up. Realistically, I know I'd have seen this happen before, and I'd see that. This bro, who is this? It's calling me every damn day, bro. Every time I block the number, it come with a different number, you know. Damn.
But I'm stalkers.
Like for real, I block the number like countless times, dog. It's just always coming like a nix. How do I do this now? Block number.
Just always keep your phone on what you call it. Do not disturb. That's what I do.
I can't really do that. I can't really do that, to be honest with you. But let me just say again. So yeah, I know that this is just news, right? So I'll expect that there's liquidity beneath these and there's liquidity building up here. That's all I was saying. There's liquidity building up. In terms of like the H1, as highlighted to Pacina that we were actually above our order block, and there's liquidity above the order block. So we didn't even touch the opening price of the OB. So we know that we're coming down to get that. Once we get that, we want to see what is the reaction. We want to see what's the reaction beneath this line right here, right? So we'll go to the M1. Beneath there, which is this candle took the liquidity. So I would consider that to be an order block, because order blocks are only formed in liquidity. For me, I just want to see 50% of the order block traded to, or traded through, and that would suggest to me that that's an order block, confirmed order block. So if this is my entry, my target has to be at least the first failure swing that was created before the opposing liquidity hunt down. And my last target would have to be the last time it took liquidity, which was here. So my target can't be here, but since since this took liquidity, I can't have my target here. But since I know that wicks are imbalances, I can target 50% of the wick, which is the highest probability target if it was a continue higher. So that was just my last target. It's really and truly simple as that. Y'all niggas complicate this shit. To be honest.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
It ain't rocket science. But the part about it is you need to understand that high probability trades happen at certain times. That's why time and price. You see what you're trying to study right now, you're trying to understand price. So now when I explain price to you like this, you're like, okay, so it is very simple, but price prints like this. Price prints like this sometimes at random levels, but you have to know the levels that is printing. You're supposed to know the levels of liquidity where the areas that is supposed to print at, which is price, and you're supposed to know the highest probable time for there to be expansions or order blocks being created. That is the part that you guys are missing, and it only comes by you guys studying to understand that, or looking at your own trade, seeing what time these things are formed. When was the order block formed? The order block was formed realistically. The order block was formed on M5, the 930 candle, I believe. 930 order block. 930 order blocks are almost always formed at 930. Always, almost always. 930 candle is almost always a Judas swing in opposite direction to take some type of liquidity to continue higher. You guys, seeing that, just noticing that, you already have a M5 thing that you can notice. So most days 930 candle makes an order block. Just simple stuff like that I noticed, and I started to work deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into it to see what specifically happens in these candles on a lower time frame to create that, and how does it work around certain times, so I can have my price action be very good and the timing behind my trades be very good too.
And our next link.
I might not, because I don't really have the next trade for the day. Well, it's 10 o'clock, so I'll probably send it. Yeah, me send it next one.